gotta be kidding.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Wolcen Lords of Mayhem with their September communication. Now I want to start by this, okay? I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not kidding. Normally when I make these videos we just kind of make fun of the communication and we look at all this stuff and it's fun. It's kind of become a meme month to month. With this September communication, I am happy with what they said. Okay, wait. Slow down. Let me say that again. What they said, I am actually happy with. Now, will they be able to actually execute on their plan? Will they be able to bring me to relog into the game and play it with my friends? That is a different story, but at least mentally thinking through the future, this is good communication. And I'm not kidding you. Monthly development update September 2022, Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. Greetings Ascended, we are hard at work on chapter 4 and we want to announce a couple of extra changes, big and small. They will be coming with Wolcen's new chapter, as well as what to expect afterwards. Okay, here we go, you ready? Life after chapter 4, we are happy to confirm that we intend to introduce, drumroll, seasons to Wolcen after chapter 4's release, along with infinitely scaling and game activities. This is of course something we will be discussing in the future. We have plenty of other exciting things to tease you with before then. Yes, you see obviously PoE with leagues, you see Diablo 3 with seasons, you see Warhammer 40k Martyr has seasons. You see Grim Dawn has seasons. You see the Last Epoch wants to do cycles. I feel like if you want to make an action RPG that's isometric, it's almost required that you're going to do seasons. Even Torchlight Infinite is going to be doing it, and it is now coming to Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. Now, right off the bat, okay, before we even go on, it's smart, right? Because they're going to be introducing regular content updates that actually change the games if they do seasons right. Or, you know, history normally repeats itself, and we know that Wolcen Studios never, ever hits their timelines. Where, if you look at like PoE, and I know it's hard to compare those two, you know, every 3 months, or, you know, that they never miss a date. So that's going to be something they are going to have to go. There's something they're going to have to work on. Changes for legacy characters. Last year, we released Blood Trail, a significant update that brought new narrative events to the game. Massive changes to the itemization and stats, and a necessary reset to the game's economy. An unfortunate side effect of this release was splitting player characters into multiple types. Older characters were labeled as legacy and locked out of newer content, while newer characters had no means to interact with legacy characters, as well as being divided between standard and Blood Trail types themselves. And this is something that games do all the time. You'll release a game, you know, let's say you got 20,000 people playing, and then you release a DLC. Well, the people that are playing the regular game can't play with the people that have the DLC, and now you have just split your player base. Not smart. Thus, we are happy to reveal that with Chapter 4's release, all character types will be automatically converted into one single unified type, and will once again be able to interact, trade, and play together, as well as enjoy all the content Wolcen has to offer. In essence, all characters will be converted into Blood Trail characters and join a single pool. Due to the sheer difference between the gear and stats of Legacy and Modern Wolcen, we are still refining the details of the conversion process, but we will share details with you as closer to the time. Now think of this for a second, okay? Wolcen's players, all right? Just player statistics are practically nothing. You go over to the Steam charts, they fall as low as in the 40s and as high as almost breaking 200, okay? And as you can see right now, the graph is going up. 40 people are playing to 200, and this is online. I know there's more people that play offline, but for the most part, there is no player base for Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. So how do they fix that problem? Well, you take all the old characters, the 130,000 concurrent that they were once had, the 2 million copies sold, and you allow all those old characters to play with the people that are still playing and introduce new content and give them a new chapter. So now if you haven't played for 2 years and you're like, oh, I want to check out Wolcen, you can use that old existing character and you don't have to start fresh, which will give those players added incentive to come back and play. Like I said, it's actually pretty smart. Character selection screen idle animations. Your Ascended have faced many challenges, battled fierce foes, overcome armies, and even dared to haggle with Mojave. But have you ever struck a pose? Kinda silly, but visuals wise, it looks pretty good. Look at this. So you log in and your guy's kind of facing, and then he turns to you like, I am ready for battle. Look at this. A small but fun change coming with Chapter 4 will be the addition of new idle animations for your characters while in the main menu. These motion captured animations will change dramatically based on the weapon types you have equipped. So I thought when this releases, maybe we'll do like a little fashion show and I'll equip different weapons and see how many different animations they've actually put in the game. Color me curious. And that's really it. Online downtime has been completed. So the servers went offline and they've switched over to their own. So that is done. But that's the communication. Cool little animations coming to the main menu. Legacy characters will be able to play. Basically all characters will be able to play. We are switching to seasons and we are getting Chapter 4. That is the September communication. Does Wolcen Studios have a chance in hell of you going and reloading this game and playing it? Honestly, that's all I want to see in the comment section, okay? Will you give it a chance? Let me know in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of this video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. Hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it. Hey, if you want to go play Wolcen together, I'm your man. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 45 members that have signed up. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description. We have a weekly podcast, weekly blog post, access to the VIP lounge if you want to chit chat with me, special title in the Discord, and lots of other goodies based on where you sign up at. First link in the description. Wolcen Lords of Mayhem September update. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.